Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel and another video. Today we're doing a little bit of an install, but not on Blue. We're going over to James's place because my original intake manifold that I had here on my car, obviously I took off. I bought a ported Gen 3 from 1320 Junkie. Obviously had the original taken off. Well, James bought my manifold, sent that off to 1320, and he got my original manifold ported, and we're going to be unboxing that at his house and putting that on his car because you don't get a ton of power off of ported intake manifolds, especially like an OEM like original Gen 3, but it is, you know, 5-7-ish horsepower, but it's better than not having any additional power. So any little bit can help, and I liked it. I could definitely tell there was a little bit of a difference with having a ported manifold over a factory one. So I'm about to go head over there and help him install that. It doesn't take long, a couple hours max, and then yeah, hopefully maybe we can button everything back up, take it out for a spin. But it is a little bit wet here at my place. It's been raining. He said it's dry at his house, but then also that Gen 2 Coyote has been sitting there since yesterday. I don't know who you are, but it's a very clean build. It looks nice. All right, but we're about to give this thing a very cold start. So catless long tube headers with course extreme exhaust. It's gonna be loud. Had to roll the windows up because I couldn't freaking hear myself think. Some think it's too loud, but I think it sounds good. Maybe I'm biased because it's mine, but if you guys like how that sounds, do me a favor, drop a like. Secondly, I have a goal I'm trying to hit of 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys are watching this and you're not subscribed, on top of dropping a like, do me a favor, hit subscribe, help me reach my first goal of 10,000 subscribers with me on my 2022 Mustang GT. All right, picking this up back here at his house. So yeah, so we're gonna do the ported manifold from 1320 Junkie, the same manifold I got on my car, except his manifold we're gonna box here in a second is the one that, as I said, came directly off my car. So a part of my car will forever be on your car, unless you went with like a Whipple or something, or a better manifold option. So we're gonna start tearing this down. Doesn't really take that long.
I totally forgot about the strut brace.
Oh, that's an extra step. Mother effer. We got to remove the strut brace. I didn't have a strut brace, so we need to, that's only two on either side. So one extra step to take off, but that's about it. It shouldn't take that long. So he's like, shit.
Man, it's extra work.
It's all right. All right, so let's unbox real quick.
Very high tech tape job.
Yes, very. As long as it's packed good, that's all that matters. Yep. There we go. Very nice.
Man, I'm not gonna have mine.
Oh shit! Party foul. My drink. Oh crap! I just spilled all my Zoa. All right. Now that I cleaned up the mess, put the rest of the crap out of here. Here is my original manifold. Let me put the camera down and pull this out. All right, so we got everything out. We got, you know, fresh gaskets and everything like that, but I don't know. So if you provide the manifold, I don't know, unless they forgot, he doesn't have his 1320 Junkie sticker that you're supposed to put the little plate right there. So,
wow.
Jason, do you guys not provide that, or do you guys just forget to throw that in the box? I don't know.
How am I supposed to?
Because that's supposed to add like another 2 to 3 horsepower with the sticker on the little. Yeah. So let me know if you guys are watching. Does that not include it, or is that just a mistake? But the port job does look very similar to mine. Very smooth, and then here with the throttle body, they did have like those plastic teeth. All those are gone. It's very smooth. So a lot more free flowing, so that'll be good. All right, so James is back in his car because we get a little more extra daylight. We don't have a lot of shop lights here at his house. So we're gonna do it the old fashioned way, back up the car. Come on. Straight back. Good. Okay, so keep in mind, people that are doing this, we did this on my car too. You need to pull fuse 49. That's for the
Fuel pump.
The fuel pump. Pull that, and after you pull that, you pull the fuel rail. Sorry, before that, we'll start the car up. Have it cycle through everything, and then after that, it'll just prevent the car from starting, and you'll get less fuel spewing out, and it'll be just less of a mess. So it's number 49. So don't forget before you start the whole process. Unplug obviously your battery, and then it's fuse number 49. All right.
We had a big scare. The
So-
fuse fell down, but
So I didn't get it on camera. The fuse is the one that goes right there. I was like, man, you shouldn't. Don't drop that. And then he literally dropped it, but he got it.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. So make sure you don't drop that shit, because
it's gonna go right there.
yeah, I should just keep it right there. That was almost a bad situation. All right, so we ran into a little hiccup. So his Gen 3 is a 2020, right?
Yep.
Mine's a 2022. So there is a small change. So right here with his goes onto his fuel rail. Mine has like a plastic connector, kind of like that right there, to where you can unclip it and it comes off. That is like basically just one solid piece, right? And it's not
it's a quick disconnect, but you have to have a certain tool
to do that.
that will release
Right.
a ring that's right here, so it'll push it out
don't have
like
that.
Yeah, we don't have it. So if we go here, we'll just disconnect it from.
And just move it over to the side, and just so it's
yeah,
all
we'll
disconnected.
We'll disconnect it from here.
Yeah.
And we can still. Looks like we can still move it.
So let's compare that to mine right here. See what I mean? You just can unclip this and it just comes off. So I guess maybe in 21 or 22 they made that slight change just so it's a little easier to pop that off. And then here it is on his 2020 again, so you can see your hand out of the way right there. See, small changes like that, so keep that in mind. So taking everything apart here on James's 2020, I've noticed comparing the 2020 to my 2022, they simplified a lot of things on the 22s. I'm assuming the 22s and the 23. He's taken apart that clip right there to get it out of the way so we could essentially just lift up the fuel rail. We didn't have to do that on my car. So it's just a couple extra things that we need to do on the 2020. Couple years older, so maybe they realize, let's simplify a couple things to make this a little bit easier. So, all right, fuel rail is all disconnected, I think. And you just lift up on it and it should just pop, right?
Should.
Yeah.
Keyword should.
Should. That's the idea. All right. Got everything disconnected. Now, got to be very gentle with this. This is your coolant line. There you go, get that over. Okay. Now that's still connected, so what we're gonna do is just kind of just,
hold on.
Should we get something?
Okay.
Forgot to disconnect that. Make things a little bit easier. A little bit, you might spill a little bit of fuel, so just keep that in mind. A lot of fuel. So this is out, we just need to jimmy it a little bit.
Okay.
And we got it. Yay! Oh, spilling some fuel.
That's
There you go. Let's burn the place down.
Let's put that on top of the freezer.
Now, if you were upgrading injectors, now would be the perfect time to upgrade those, but we're not. So, just gonna put it somewhere.
I just put it on the box.
Yeah, one in the box, one in the box. Either way. Right there. And we're good. All right, so after about 4.5 hours, James finally got his hands in there to disconnect a clip that's like that in the back. Not easy. Apparently on the 20s, it's a lot more difficult than it is on my car. For whatever reason, they simplified things on mine. Much more pain in the ass. Maybe this is exactly why. Is there something else holding it up? What else is there? It's not coming right up.
All right, 4.5 later.
All right, so add a little extra time to that because we're still stuck. Okay, so now we're good. We should be good. And maybe?
Oh, it's fucking wiring harness.
This shit's a bitch. See, they got all that bullshit back there. You don't got a lot of room to get your hands back there. Okay. Fuck. Finally. There we go. Now, let's move this stuff out of the way. We'll compare it. So, unported 2020, ported 22. So, why they changed the colors, I don't know, but I think I like it black. But you can see,
Probably make it look less plastic.
maybe. See, that was, they shaved all that off, so we don't have any of that there. So, yeah, so transferring this on there should go a lot more smoother. I mean, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Kit comes with fresh gaskets, so that's always a plus.
Yeah, never reuse gaskets.
No, not really.
Unless it's like worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Never reuse gaskets because over time and heat,
They'll crack.
They'll get cracked and they'll get smashed down.
Comes with fresh gaskets, but no 1320
Yeah.
logo. Jason? James had to play with his bottle of lube.
Yeah, just
He's
put a little
lubing
bit of dielectric grease on all these connections.
Always gotta get, you know.
It's not required, but it's a good idea.
Yeah. When you get your bottle of lube handy, you know, make the best of it. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, now put it on my manifold. Freshly, nicely ported. First thing first, we gotta connect that shit back there. So that's always that's the hardest fucking part. And then everything else is just snapping everything back together and good to go. Alright. Is it clear on your side? Oh yeah, that shit's in the way. Cool. Is it lined up right? Ish.
Yep.
There we go. Sweet. Looks so much better. The fuck? Hey, real quick, I want to point this out as we're putting the fuel rail back on. As you're putting it back on, make sure as you press down, you hear like
Or you either
a click.
hear or you'll feel. Is there anything else I had to get?
Not a lot of room in this motherfucker. Click, click. Click. Gauge. Last one. Click. Okay. So when we put my throttle body on, we almost stripped one of these. So make sure you don't fuck up and over tighten that shit, because we almost had a scare. So don't, make sure that's lined up.
Start it down.
Yeah, don't.
Start them all by hand.
Yeah, we, luckily we got it and it was fine, but man, that was close. So don't do what I did. All right, we're about to give this car the first start up. Hopefully it starts up and we didn't fuck anything up. What'd you find?
Spark plugs. I forgot to plug these back in.
Correction, we did fuck it up. There was two
Spark plugs that weren't.
spark plugs not connected. So it was running on
That's why it sounded sad.
6 cylinders. Like, it sounds like it's running okay, but it doesn't sound like it should.
It didn't sound V8.
It didn't sound like a V8. It sounded like a V6. Because, you know, 2 of them are not connected. So is it all connected now?
Yeah.
All right, so let's start it up again. So I was like, it doesn't sound.
Kind of a bitch.
Yeah. I need your keys, bro.
God, bro.
There we go. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. That's better. There we go. That's better.
Now it sounds American.
Now it sounds better. Did you just hear him scrape? Every time he scrapes his bumper. Every time. Every time.
Bad thing about these lower cars.
Right?
Oh yeah, you feel that dyno.
Yeah. Extra 87 horsepower right there. Who needs a Whipple, right? You're good. There you go. Now, if you really want to piss off your neighbors like me, you gotta get headers next. Catless headers, mind you. They'll love you. All right, my mouth is on fire because we just got done eating some hot wings, so still recovering from that. But yeah, so it didn't really take too long. Took maybe 2 hours. Taking stuff apart was, I'd say, the longest of it, and then trying to get your hands back behind against the firewall to disconnect everything. But pretty straightforward process, pretty easy. You don't gain a ton of power off of intake manifold, a stock ported Gen 3, but you know, anywhere from maybe 5-7 horsepower. It's better than not having any. But he hasn't taken it for a ride yet. He's about to, so stay tuned for that. And his channel, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, I will put a link in the description to his channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do him a favor, help him get to his first 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. Link to his channel is in the description. But on that note, we're gonna close this out. Drop a like, comment. See you in the next one. See ya. Bye.